Hello, 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 everybody. It's another Tuesday night chill stream. I don't think anybody's here yet watching, but that's the way things are. Um, so we'll just chill. We'll talk about whatever. Put out a link for people to come. Some people to come in. Oh, we got two people watching. Hey, good. How are you guys? To who's ever watching? Probably me is one of them. Maybe both of me. It's hard to tell sometimes with these things. Um, I think I'm also going to get the link to Tim. Uh, so just in case he wants to come in, there Tim has the link. I'm not even sure whether he's around or able to come in. Hey Jeff, how are you? Good to see you tonight. What's new with you? How goes the writing? Um, So I did not get that job. It would seem that I had the interview for Liberty Tax, unfortunately, because they did not call me last Friday or before last Friday, and they have not called me this week. So um, they said they were most likely going to be calling me by last Friday if I were to get the job. So at the moment, it would seem like I have not gotten the job. The next book is out for edits. Oh, cool, cool, cool. That is really good. What's the next book going to be called? Do you have a title for it yet, or
You didn't get the job.
heard it?
You didn't get the job.
Well, they never called, so
Uh,
I would assume so then. Especially by the time that they said they would call.
yeah. And maybe give them a call.
Well, no, they said if I was going to get it, they would have called. So
Bummer.
Jeff says the remnant and the cult. Okay, cool, cool. Oh, this one guy in the chat here that's typing away is a friend of mine. He's been on my channel on my panel before, but he writes novels.
Right on.
And well,
I want to become a published author. I want to tell them I want to become a published author, and I want to produce my own novels, and I want to produce music.
well, you just told me because I'm sure he heard you say that. Because hey, Tim, I sent you the link on Twitter if you want it. You don't have to come in if you don't want. But yeah, they can hear you whenever you talk, most likely through the because the mic is there. You just, if there's anybody on the panel, obviously you can't hear them, but nobody's on the panel with me.
Well, I'm not going to be crying tonight because I took my pain pills and they're starting to kick in.
Oh, that's good. Sort of. Lot of sleeping. Oh, that's good. So you're saying you're tired, too tired to come on? That's all right. Um, Jeff says it's a lot easier and less depressing to just read other people's novels. I can sort of concur with that. With being my own publisher of my comics, technically I haven't given myself any writing credits yet, although I've sort of had a hand in all three of them. But yeah, all the actually the writing is only half the problem. It's probably the easiest thing. It's the marketing of yourself and all that, getting people out there to know that you exist. That's the biggest problem, especially when you don't sign on with a publisher and you do all your own quote unquote self publishing. Yeah, I get up at 3 a.m. nowadays. Ooh, why do you get up at 3 a.m.? What's your job? Um, well, probably change jobs or something, or they change shifts on you at your work, Tim. So I went to see Godzilla minus one today, and I also went and seen the prequel to the Hunger Games today as well because I work at 5 a.m. Well, that's good and bad, obviously. You got work, that's good. I now work janitorial there. Ah, okay. I've done that janitorial before. Marketing and promotion is the worst part of it all. That and churning out new stories when you feel like no one is reading your book. Yeah. Well, if you have the stories to tell, I don't think it's hard coming up with the stories. It's being motivated to put them out, write them down. I'm not sure how I'd put it.
Pen them,
Or
pen them,
pen them,
pen them,
pen them. Oh
pen
yeah,
them
yeah,
down.
yeah.
We're not
Typing
just
them or whatever.
yeah.
But obviously, I know about the marketing promotion for having trying to do that with my own comics.
Hmm.
And uh, then there's getting talent too sometimes to do stuff, depending on what one is doing. I've actually got to get in touch with somebody that I was starting to work with. Not sure he hasn't gotten back since I responded to a picture that he gave. Actually, I should show that picture too. Um, let me see here. I need to open that. Oh, I need to open. Why is my Discord down? Programs. Discord. Oh, because Discord. I think I need to restart my computer because Discord does not want to come up properly. So I can't show the picture that I was going to show. Bummer. Hey, Mike, how are you? No, not yet. I have not found a job yet. The people, tax, Liberty Tax, did not call me back. So, it is what it is. Um, Hopefully, I find something by early next month. Otherwise, my plans to go out west might uh, come to fruition, or at least go out for about a month or so. Um, and if I get a job out there, I'll stay longer, obviously. Uh, but that's not happening till about if I go out to out west. It's not happening till about three-quarters of the way, just over three-quarters of the way through January, and I'll probably stay till the end of February, unless like I said, find something that gives me a job, which who knows. It'll be sort of a scary thing going out there with not much. I'm not going to go out there with a lot. I'm not taking my whole apartment or anything. you know, I might take this monitor thing, tablet I'm using. I might end up buying a laptop while out there and some clothes and my phone, of course. Well, I might take my camera here and my mic too. just so I can do some live streams from out there.
Gotta get rid of the critters before you go.
Pardon?
You have to get rid of the critters before you go.
Yeah. Uh, so what else is going on with everybody out there? How is everybody's night? How was your show tonight, Mike? What else? Oh yeah, like I said, I went to see what's the name of it? The prequel to Hunger Games. That was actually not too bad. Hey, good night. I seem different. Well, how do I seem different? Good night, Spoon. Um, uh, but yeah, that's it. Was pretty good. I'd say it was entertaining. You know, but then again, I'd say I'm probably very easily entertained. I know nothing. Not. I don't think I've ever read the books for the Hunger Games or whatever, or listened to them, because I do believe those movies are based on books. From what I know, I'm not sure. I can't seem to pinpoint it. Okay. Hopefully, it's a good different, not a bad different. Not in a bad way, just new. Okay. I guess just new is not good or bad. It's just,
Neutral.
yeah, or possibly neutral. Because it could end up being bad, it could end up being good. Um, and then I went to see, what else did I see today? I know I saw something.
Godzilla.
Oh, Godzilla -1, yeah, and that was pretty good. That and that was a subtitle movie, and I'm not usually into subtitle movies, but they didn't go too fast or whatever. Um, it, actually, I think I liked it. I've liked Godzilla before. Wasn't anti Godzilla or anything movies. I haven't. I don't think I've seen every. Well, I know I haven't seen every single Godzilla movie out there. Um, I would like to at some point maybe watch them. I would watch the dubbed ones, especially ones that come straight from Japan. So that was entertaining. There was some a good story in it, with Godzilla. It probably could have used Godzilla a little bit more in it, but I think the storyline was still good. It was compelling. Yes, and I know a lot of people like Joshua says, "What movies doesn't look fun good?" Well, there's been some like Dukes of Hazzard, Catwoman. No, there's been others too. You know, I wasn't a big fan of the third one in the Nolan Batman franchise. Definitely not a big fan. I think of it Batman and Robin or Batman Forever. Um, Spider Man, the original Spider Man 3, I was not a big fan of either, with Tobey Maguire.
Why not?
Why not? One, too many villains. and because they had too many villains, they all got very rotten treatments, and nothing like, well, not that the other couple were, the first two had the villains quite like they were supposed to be, but um, say for Venom, Venom is a major Spider-Man villain. He should not have been,
This is secondary.
yeah, or yeah. And then Harry as Green Goblin, although Harry has been Green Goblin in the comics, I believe, a couple times. Um, he just, it just didn't work really. And then the way that he turns so quickly in it to help Spider-Man. Sandman's story in it again. Sandman, I guess, could be see as a secondary villain in, you know, two people as a villain, and him being one of them. But I don't.
Turned good in the movie I watched.
Yeah, he did, and he was good for a while in the comics, but um, him turning good is, well, he turned good at the end, but he did team up with Venom to fight against Spider-Man.
Oh. Well, that sucks.
So
Made a good superhero.
pardon?
I said, well, that sucks. He would have made a good superhero.
Yeah, well, like I said, he's worked on the side of good a few times in the comics.
Can't make up his mind.
Well, I think, and then he went back, and I don't think he's ever went back to being a good guy.
Yeah.
But and just the whole thing that he had something to was involved with Ben Parker's death. Again, that was another thing that messed with that movie. You know, they didn't need to do anything else, tie him into it to make him a villain, to make Spider-Man hate him, you know, to make a tie between him and the villain. There doesn't need to be a tie between the villain and the hero.
Hero should win, not tie.
Pardon?
The hero should win, not tie.
Well, I don't mean tie as in, you know, win, lose, or tie, draw. I mean tie as in a bond between them. You know, like, you know, they made a tie between Spider-Man and Sandman by the fact that he had part to do with the killing of,
His uncle.
yeah, where they didn't need to do that. He could have just been a villain, you know, and Spider-Man fight him for that reason, and you know, not end up having a hate on for him.
Yeah.
In what cartoon? Um, Good Night Spoon says Sandman is mostly a good guy in the cartoon. Well, in the '70s cartoon, he was never a good guy. Um, I'm not sure. I don't think he was in the '90s one, and I'm not sure if he's been in any other ones. He might have been in the one in the '80s too, but with Spider-Man and his Amazing Friends. But he wouldn't have been a good guy in that because Disney one, Flash is Venom. I think I know which one you mean. Spectacular Spider-Man? No, that would have been after Spectacular Spider-Man. I know which one you mean now. Ultimate Spider-Man, I think it was called. Yeah, and it wasn't too bad, that one. That series. Although I like Spectacular Spider-Man a little better. Hey, Massa, what's going on? Not much. Just talking about whatever. Right now, we're talking sort of about Spider-Man. I was mentioning about the movies I saw today, and I mentioned that Joshua usually makes a comment of the fact that I like every movie I see, and then I was naming off some of the movies that I was not really a big fan of, and I happened to mention Spider-Man 3, and my cousin said something about it. It's like, why didn't you like that one?
Why did you not like that?
Oh yeah,
Okay, I'm tuning out, listening to some songs.
okay. Goodness soon says maybe Ultimate. Yeah, Spectacular Spider-Man was Sony. Yeah, unfortunately, there's been a minimum of 10 Spider-Man cartoons, I think, over the years. Some better, some not so good. Of course, we know there's the most famous one, and
You get my cursor over here.
which way are you going? Here, it's over there.
Oh, I gotta go this way.
Yeah, I haven't switched it to the other way yet. And you can just move your card if you want.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's the 70s one, then there was Spider Man and His Amazing Friends, then there's the 90s one. That's what, three right there? And then there's this uh, Spectacular Spider Man, Ultimate Spider Man. That's five. Then there was the one where he went to the alternate Earth. I forget what that one was called. Then I think MTV made one. So that's like six. And I know there's a couple others that I probably can't think of. I know only the 90s one, 2099, Spectacular, Ultimate. And I am tangentially aware of the Chibi one. Oh, yeah, there's the new Chibi one, which they call Spidey and Friends or whatever, taking off of Spider Man and His Amazing Friends. And that's just got Gwen and Miles in it. And it is just because it's too kiddie, in my opinion. Oh, also for those that weren't here last week, um, if Dillard is going through some stuff, there was a flood in his place, and everything's having to be redone in his house. So 2099 was actually Unlimited. Yeah, oh yeah, Spider-Man Unlimited. That's the one that I was thinking about. But yeah, so his kids probably aren't going to be having Christmas or much of a Christmas. I bought a bunch of toys and sent them off to them. So in the description, if anybody wants to give Dillard a little bit of PayPal money or contact him in some way to maybe try and figure out another way to give him money if you're not up for PayPal or whatever. Of course, nobody has to. Just let everybody know what's going on if you have anything, because Rick saved your money. Yeah, yeah. Well, for the most part, I am. You know, unfortunately, I forgot to take the tracking off the package, which probably cost me a lot more money. I would have been better just giving him all the money for everything I did that. What's up with Dillard? A few weeks ago, um, I know 10 days ago on Twitter, he put up about something that had happened here. Let me. get some pictures up. And I'll show you guys. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so yeah, here we go. So on December 9th, Dillard posted this, and I think it had been a little bit before this that it happened because we had missed a couple or Scribado. He says, "Hey everyone, just let you all know I had an emergency at the homestead, and a slab leak caused major flooding throughout the whole house. Thank you all for your patience. I will get back to the artwork you all are waiting for as soon as I can. No Christmas for the Dillards." And then he says, "We're all safe, but had to build a shanty town in the backyard with the RVS and sheds while the repair happens. Hopefully, hot water will be available in the next 2 weeks. That should be a big stress reliever." So that happened somewhere between November 22nd and December 9th. Oh, did you guys see that? Where'd my mouse go? Okay. Okay, so let's see. So here's some pictures of inside Dillard's place of what it was going through back on that day. So okay, so there we're back on me. I can take that off. Well, I think I'm gonna try and donate you. Yeah. Dillard doesn't even know I don't think Dillard even knows I'm doing this, saying about it. Um, like I said, I bought like $50 worth of Canadian worth of stuff and then sent it in a package. I probably the packaging, the shipping cost way too much. I should have just taken that money and the money that I bought the toys with and said, "Here." Would have been able to get a lot more with it, probably. But yeah, Dillard doesn't. I don't think Dillard knows that I've done this. He's helped me out a bit, and I figured just do it through PayPal because that way he can get it. Some people had suggested doing a Gift Send Go or GoFundMe, but I figured by the time I do it for a week or two, get the money and send it to him, Christmas is over, and you know there's no time. So I figured it was better just to grab it and send it. Hopefully, it's going to get there before Christmas. I should check on it. I don't know John, but I imagine he would not receive this well. What the whole incident happening or me, reaching out on his behalf for people to try and bless him. Yeah, I heard shipping costs from Canada to the U.S. was normally the shipping costs haven't been horrendous, but I think it was the size of the box, the weight, and also normally I take off when I'm putting it to the States. I normally take off the tracking, and I forgot to do that entirely because usually that tracking adds 30 or $40 or more. tracking is horrendous what it costs. And it's not worth it, in my opinion, most of the time. The generosity. Dillard's pretty good with, I think, getting some generosity and all that. People have been generous to him before. I think, you know, Dillard likes to be act the tough guy. In a lot of ways, he is, but also he has a heart of gold. So, and I think he can, he knows when he needs generosity too. So, yeah, I'm sure he may appreciate it, but the ego, yeah, 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 for sure. Good night, Spoon. So how are things going for you, Good Night Spoon and Massive Panda? Yeah, and if you need the link for Dillard's PayPal, it is in the description, along with his Twitter. Is in the description as well. And if everybody could hit the like button and share this out, let people know that I'm here tonight. We're talking about a bunch of different things, whatever. Like we've already talked about Spider-Man stuff. Um, Anything else anybody think can talk about? I've been watching some reaction videos. Oh, what's everybody's Christmas plans? Do you have any Christmas plans? Because I will be here next Tuesday night, of course. That's going to be the 26th. I'm probably going to go watch next Tuesday Aquaman and another one called Migration. Probably more a kids one. It's a cartoon. I'm doing well. I had a really intense workout at the gym this afternoon, and it's making it really hard for me to stay awake while I tried to color this page I'm working on. Yeah, well, I suppose. Hey, Joshua, how are you? We were just talking about you earlier. I kind of missed Christmas. What do you mean you missed Christmas? Christmas hasn't even come yet, technically. I know I don't really have any plans for Christmas. Uh, my plans are just probably going to be going up visiting um, my dad in the hospital because Friday he's going in for to get his bladder removed because of cancer. And Josh was, oh, yes, it wasn't in a bad way. I was mentioning that I saw 2 movies today, and I found them nice, entertaining, and I mentioned that hey, Rain, how are you doing? I mentioned that you would probably say something like, "What movies don't you like?" And then I started listing off a bunch that I didn't like or wasn't really fond of. I shipped I shopped late. My nephew's gift will not be here in time or there in time. Okay, long time no see, Rain. Yeah, yeah.
Come on, stupid computer.
Well, I'm good. It's been yeah, a lot has happened, Rain. My mom died the 31st of August. I'm now no longer. I don't know what that was. No longer living where I was. Most of my stuff is in storage. I'm at my cousin's at the moment, sleeping on her couch till I get a job and get my own place. Thanks, Rain. What's new with you, Rain? Oh, and Rain, you probably remember this. The original Brandon has been come back. He was on a few times, not last week, but 2 or 3 weeks in a row. He was in the chat and on, came on the panel for a bit. Because I think I know who Rain is. I'm just working and sleeping every day. Yeah, I get that. I think Rain's used to be here under a different name, but I could be wrong. Although Rain's been on here as Rain for a while. Are you married with 7 kids now, Rain? Good one, Joshua. Um, so what else was I want? Anybody got anything that they'd like to talk about? Everybody, I hope, has hit the like button, shared this out. Um, yeah, so I'm probably going to see Aquaman next week and Migration, a movie called Migration. And yeah, for Christmas, like I said, I'm probably just going to go visit my dad in the hospital for a couple hours. Other than that, I don't have anything special planned for Christmas at the moment. Although New Year's weekend, I am going away. So that should be good that weekend. I'll leave the Saturday, Sunday. Gonna be back Monday. Oh, do you think they will kill the Aqua Baby in the movie, Rick? No, I don't think so. Although it's hard to say. I don't think they. I think they have killed Aquaman's child, not as a baby though, in the comics. So I guess it's possible. They'd really have to make you want to hate Black Manta for that. Although I'm not sure what Black Manta wasn't he the villain in the last movie? Well, he was one of the villains. I think they had a couple villains, right? They had, well, I guess Black Manta, and they had his stepbrother. I forget what his stepbrother's name is. well, villain name that is. Ocean Master. Oh no, Joshua. What else can we talk about or whatever? I gotta get those pictures of my cousins scanned and show them to you in the next couple of weeks. Joshua's nope. Joshua's not married or have any kids yet. Uh, well, you know, maybe I can. Might be able to do that. I was gonna. I know I can. I was gonna show you. Oh, that's through Discord. Damn. I need to restart my computer at some point. Uh, yes and no. Um, technically yes, because I want to still do my comic stuff. Um, but it's been put on hold a little bit. Although I'm trying to work with somebody to get Canadian Shield 3 drawn up. I was going to be doing Canadian Shield 3 myself, but because of my setup where I am and all that, I probably won't be able to. So I'm thinking of paying somebody to do it. And of course, Dillard has been working on Snowdrift 2. But maybe you already stay home and don't work. I'm not sure what you mean. That way, Rick will still have a viewer. Just rich woman. Hello, nobody cares. How are you? Okay, so don't worry, Joshua will still have Timothy interviews. G and Brandon. Oh, and I guess the other question, and of the future, Joshua, don't give up now. uh, what else can? Oh, what does everybody think, or does anybody here know that now, when you want to time somebody out, you can choose between 4 seconds and 24 hours. Although it's like 4 seconds, 1 minute, 5 minutes, or 3 minutes, 10 minutes, and then 24 hours. No, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, and then 24 hours. I think that's what the times are. And let me see. Without timing anybody out. Uh, yeah, 10 seconds, 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, and 24 hours. Oh, and that's something I didn't do. I didn't share this out. Share it on Facebook. I mean, Twitter. So, what do you guys think of? What's the timeout for? Oh, or even well, you know how Joshua that you can time people out, or some people, a moderator can time people out on a channel. Well, I'm not timing anybody out right now, but I'm just saying if when either my channel or any channel, if somebody is getting timed out now, you have a choice of various times to time them out for instead of the when it was once you timed somebody out, it was just for that basically 5 minutes to 300 seconds. You can do it um, shorter or longer than that. Although I don't know whether I'd want to time anybody out for just 4 seconds. Is it even worth it at that point? A minute might be worth it, but oh, and then the question is, if you time them up for 4 seconds, does that mess up all the chats beforehand? Can you time someone out for 4,269 seconds? I don't know. Oh, once in a while he does, but he hasn't even been streaming on his channel. He's been doing Scribbattle again, or he was before he had his problem. A couple, you know, at the around the beginning of the month. Josh, are you still in the cult? Of course he is. He's still in the cult of Raven. Although I'm not sure how much a cult the cult of Raven is. What's it a cult of? Besides Raven, a cult of Raven. How does being for Raven make you a cult? Kind of, says Joshua. Time me out and test. Let's test what happens to my chat. Okay, I'll have to wait till somebody says something. Well, I could go up here. Find one here. Oh, yeah, it's 10 seconds, not 4 seconds, but still. Okay, I guess we're about to see what happens when you time somebody up for 10 seconds. I wonder if it's different for each thing, what happens. Yeah, it deleted all Good Night Spoon's messages. I wonder whether we could restore those messages. That's what they really need to do. They need to be able to add a restore or something to that. Restore message. They need to make it so you don't delete the messages they put in. Or all the messages. Just because you time them out doesn't mean you want to delete all the messages. Maybe if you hide them from the channel or something, yeah, but okay, so Good Night Spoon should be way back by now. More than 10 seconds there, I think we've gone through. Let me know you're back, Good Night Spoon. Rick, what does that shirt say? It probably in a it's probably a case it's a spammer. Good friends don't let you do stupid things alone. Yeah, well, I could see if it's a spammer, but maybe they should add something where delete all tab chat, because most of the time I don't think it's a spammer that you want to time them out for. If it's a spammer, you're probably hiding them from the channel. You're not timing them out for 30 seconds. That shirt reminds me of the Cult of Raven. Okay, why does it remind you of the Cult of Raven? Rain. I have another shirt that says, "Don't like my attitude? Lower your standards." I got a few good shirts like that. Um, what the one about don't like my attitude, lower your standards? Is that cool? You think, or this, or what? Do you have a bad attitude? No, I don't think so. I wore those shirts throughout high school. What ones like this or this one? One that said exactly this, or said my other statements. The other statement. How low are your standards? I don't know. It's the reason I passed physics without doing the work. Oh, what? Because you didn't let your good friends do stupid things alone in physics? Or you just had low standards for doing work in school? Hot topic. Well, white text on black shirts. Yeah. Do you have any standards for a girlfriend? Well, that I do. I know what some of them are, not all of them. But then again, I haven't had a real girlfriend, I'd say. When I was in my, teens or preteens, there was a couple girls that I said were my girlfriend. I'm not sure whether they ever said they were my boyfriend. But we never really did girlfriend boyfriend stuff. But then again, they were friends, my dad's friends' daughters, and because I wasn't with my dad every weekend, I didn't see them all the time. I think you can buy a girlfriend or a wife on the internet now. Yes, well, I'm not sure whether I'd want to, and I probably don't have the money to do that. Yes, get yourself a mail order bride. Not sure whether this is something that I would like to do or not. Probably not, because you'll never know what you're going to get. It's like box of chocolates. You could get one that's a little bit nutty or a little too sweet. Not male as in gender mail. Mail isn't something that you send off for or gets shipped to you. So, what's the speed of what's the speed of dark? Was the shirt that was made by the teacher? So, what's the speed of dark? Was the shirt that was made by the teacher laughed, integrated myself with him, and not integrated, but yeah, I know what you mean. Ingratiated myself with him and angered my classmates. Okay, later, Jeff. Have a great day. Great night. Hopefully, see you next week. Crowdfunding a wife is a crazy idea, but I would support that. You could crowdfund. Wouldn't that be more like a gift and go or go send me? Something more to that effect. Maybe not quite one of those. I guess it would be something else. What would the stretch goal be? Getting invited to a wedding? You could get a nice Filipino wife that's Christian and cooks and cleans. Yeah, well, see, the other thing I need for that is my own place. Hey, N word. How are you? And we now know that N word is not Joshua, the Joshua. But for those that don't know, I won't tell who he really is. We are a segment of Singular Mind. Sup, my N word. This is Joshua. Mr. Hughes. Let's not take this moment to make fun of the Jays. Would I ever make fun of the Jays? No, I would never make fun of the Jays. They're a great ball team most of the time. And they're close enough to me that I consider them my home city um, baseball team to root for. Actually, I have been to a few Jays games. I'm not doing too bad, N word. A couple days might not be say the same because Christmas. This Christmas is going to suck for several reasons. One, which you already know, and my dad is going to be in the hospital. He's going in the hospital this Friday for an operation. Um, he's has cancer and he's getting his bladder removed on Friday. So he'll be in there for 7 to 10 days afterwards. So Christmas sort of sucks this year. My Christmas day will probably be a few hours up in the hospital spending with my dad and who's ever else there visiting him. The whole time, I thought this whole time that N-word Joshua was really. Nope. N-word Joshua revealed who he was a couple months ago. That's too bad. Thanks. Can I make your Christmas better within reason? Now, I don't think anybody can make. There's only but one person that can make my Christmas better within reason. And nobody hears him or has his power. But it is what it is. It just sucks that, like I could deal with my dad in the hospital at Christmas if it wasn't this Christmas. Next Christmas? Yes. A Christmas year ago? Yes. Well, I'm going to deal with it this year too, of course. No, not you, Goodnight Spoon. You do not have the sort of power that the one being in the universe does. So, maybe like raise the dead or something like that. Instantly heal my dad so he doesn't have to go in the hospital. I don't listen to N-word Joshua. I don't listen to Joshua. He's such a buzzkill. How is he being a buzzkill? But like I do have a roof over my head at the moment, so that's good. I gotta count whatever few blessings I have. Uh, but you can listen to us both because we are the same guy. Rick, I'm sending positive vibes your way. This holiday season, my dad recently went through something very similar, and I wish nothing for the best for you and your dad too. Well, thank you, thank you, thank you. At Joshua Hughes, me too. Says Rain. Well, thank you, Massive. But the thing is, I knew about the cancer with my dad even before my mom died, and things were going along and leading up to this. It's just, yeah, timing. Uh, Dude, I'll send you a few bucks. I love you, Eric. Even though Joshua used this, you don't have. Well, if you want to, that's fine. Obviously, don't. And, actually, N word. I'd actually prefer you send it to Dillard. I'm not sure whether you heard. I went there last week, and I said it a little bit this week. Dillard had a flood at his house, and basically the Dillards aren't going to be having Christmas, because of the stuff that they have to do to fix up their house. So if you want to give somebody some money, give some to Dillard through his PayPal. That way he, get his kids some Christmas gifts. I bought some for him and sent them off. I should have just given him money. It would have given him a little bit more to do stuff with. Dillard had a flood of Mexican nonsense. No, no, no. Here, let me bring it up again. This was he posted this on January 9th on Twitter. Uh, hey everyone, just let you know, I had an emergency at the homestead, and a slab leak caused major flooding throughout the whole house. Thank you all for all your patience. I'll get back to your artwork you are all waiting for as soon as I can. No Christmas for the Dillards. And he says, we're all safe, but I had to build a shanty town in the backyard with RVS and sheds while repairs happen. Hopefully, hot water will be available in the next 2 weeks. That should be a big stress reliever. And of course, here's some pictures that he put with it. So there's only like 3 pictures there. So thanks, Rain. Choclo flood. Did it flood in Mexico? I don't watch the news because my only my only my life matters to me. Then we just was. Oh no! I suppose Christmas will have passed before the next time you stream. Yeah, I will be streaming next Tuesday night. Happy holidays to you, Rick. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's. Hope all goes well with the surgery. Yes, that's what Dillard said. No Christmas for the Dillards. I guess the money that Wood went to Chris is going to fixing up the place, paying for repairs and all that in the place so they can move back in. So like last week did mention this, and this week I'm mentioning it too. Of course, you know to maybe give if you guys can afford it, give some PayPal. If not, send um or just let other people know. So if somebody can, and and it was suggested to do a GoFundMe or a Gift Send Go, but I thought by the time I do that, I get the money and send it to them. Then it's going to be too late for them to get presents for the kids and all that. Hey, Elko Antioch, how are you, JR? Hey, Metal. Uh, you should give up your Christmas presents for Dillard's children. Um, I'll send Dillard 500 tomorrow. Oh, that's awesome of you, Edward. And how are you, Metal? How's your night or day? How'd the vomitorium go? Like I said, I bought some toys for the kids and packaged them up. I didn't wrap them. I'll let Dillard wrap them, and I sent them off. I should have just sent them the money because the shipping cost was outrageous. It went. I'll have to pull some money out of my save and deposit it. And where Joshua is acting more like Santa Joshua. So I'm just suggesting people send it via PayPal or something like that. Or contact Dillard through Twitter or email, and see what if you want to give to him and you don't have PayPal, make major arrangements with him. And if you can't give something, just you know let other people know that you know I couldn't give a lot myself, but all of Joshua's are Santa's. But probably with the shipping, I probably gave more than well, with the shipping, I gave more than I wanted to. But at that point, it was a little too late. Yeah. Otherwise, I'd end up with all these toys that I didn't need. Although I could have given them a win and just gave Dillard that other money, but it doesn't matter. I'm not worried about it in the least. Sorry to hear my buddy John is having a hard time. Yeah, yeah. Rick, I think a kidney is worth 50,000, so you can give more. Yeah, that it's worth that on the black market, and then I'm not sure how to get in touch with the black market for that sort of thing, and I'm not sure whether I want to. And don't I need my kidney? And if everybody could hit the like button, share out to let people know that we're here. Rick could use that money fund for his next comment. And with Joshua can probably tell you how to get to the black market. Hughes laughs. He might or might not. It's hard to tell. And yeah, if you do need his PayPal thing, it is in my description here. So what else shall we talk about? Not that there's a lot to talk about, right? Oh well, I'll probably talk about that next week, New Year's, because I said a little bit of my plans. But we'll talk about other people's plans next week. If anybody has any for New Year's. What else is going on? So, not a lot is going on with me, unfortunately. Although, for those that don't know, tell us your hair care. My hair care routine is just washing it with shampoo when I ever have a shower or bath or whatever, and brushing it every so often. Not a lot to tell there, but you guys could probably tell that by the way my hair looks most of the time. Um, the job interview that I had last Monday, I did not get that job because they did not end up calling me by the end of last week, which they said they would be calling for people getting the job. So, I've started putting out more resumes again. Usually, I'm up at 8 or earlier. Thanks. I guess I'll try watching mine. Uh, they never call you. You call them. No, no, no. They did say that they would. Like I had my in-person interview, and one of the last things they ask you is whether you have any questions for them, and I asked, when should I know? When will you call by if I get to get the job? And they said Friday. Because anytime I've ever gotten a job after an interview is when they've called me, unless they've given me the job right there on the spot. Which actually I think sort of happened once when I went to work at a mall. I think I pretty much got it right away. Actually, no, it happened twice. That time, and actually a couple years ago, just before the whole COVID stuff, about a year before the whole COVID stuff, when I was working at a restaurant called Golden Griddle. I worked there for about 2 or 3 weeks, but I went up for that interview, and I think I got that almost right on the spot. I didn't have to wait for a phone call. My one for Lime Mall, I think, was the same way. I think almost all my jobs have been that I've actually went in for an interview. I've gotten right on the spot. Yeah, that's weird. Rain, I know, John. Uh, did something said that I missed? Oh, Rick could use that money for all of us, Joshua's. Oh, are you saying that John is the black market? And we're so it was job. Yeah, so well I was trying to think of my other job. Some of my other jobs, well, I didn't even go in for an interview. Didn't need to. I sort of just got them through one means or another. Like there was a Sabo Beach golf park. I knew people that were working there, so I just got it. A restaurant in Sabo Beach, and they had a mini golf course. I just got it because I knew them. I didn't have to go in for an interview. Blackmail. All my jobs were because I knew someone. Yeah. Um, when I did some construction work, or not construction, worked in some. To my dad's local. That was because of my dad. Nepotism. Yeah. Let's see. Let me look at me. Yeah. Well, that was because I knew the owner and just got him good. Oh, well, I was a paper carrier. I didn't really need an interview with that. I just called up, said, Yeah, I want to do it. And they're like, yeah, okay, come in and send some paperwork. Security guard, yeah, I got that pretty much. I didn't have to wait for a phone call for that. And a couple times for that. Permit worker. Mushroom packer, yeah. I know I've had other jobs that aren't on here, so yeah. Yeah. Most of my jobs I've gotten either because I knew somebody or just right on the spot. Uh, have you tried something lemonade? No, I haven't. The only time outside that I got a call back, the lady scheduled an interview on her day off, and no one else there knew anything about it. I walked out and never called them back after that. Oh, wow. Hey, Rick, tell us more about Dillard. I haven't talked to him in a few weeks, so I don't know much more than what said in that one thing. He's had a few back show stuff, but I haven't been going on much of that lately because of my situation. Let's see. Uh, oh, Dillard is our buddy. I knew that. I know there are floods in the South Cali. He's been drawing comics for Yellow Flash and some other people. Yeah, well, you knew about that? That he has a deal with Yellow Flash about drawing Yellow Flash's comic book. Once that's done and that gets crowdfunded and all that, he's getting a certain percentage of the profits. Yeah, Marsupial said, "Oh no, I hope you're not serious about Christmas. If there's anything we can do, make sure Santa still comes. Please let us know." And he said he's dead serious on boiling water so the kids can use my camp shower for warm baths. Marsupial said that he had an idea for a commission or whatever. So, uh, then there's Dem. This is terrible. We had this happen. Somebody else said about them happened 2 years ago. I said I'd be praying. Uh, and then somebody asked him whether he still got his Amazon wish list, and they said they'd try and get him something. I should have found that. Uh, And it's apparently covered by insurance. Hey, studio, Sticky, how are you? Roots, Rain, I have you. I have you. Ban me. Try me. Sorry, I never asked stupid questions. Don't do it ever again. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that's been said. Just a lot of people saying stuff to Dillard. So there's not much, like I said, I know about the situation other than what I've said. I don't want to have to pull the Josh over. Yeah, because, well, N word, you don't have rent, but neither does Rain. And if everybody can hit that like button. So, how's your week going, Sticky Arts? Any plans for Christmas? Hmm. What else is there to talk about? I never have it. I had some other ideas, I think, but I forget what they are right now. Wrenches are so last season. It's all about wrenches now. Oh, not that you'd want. Not that there's much to talk about. And I don't think you're in the any of the. Are you in any of my groups on Twitter, Metal? That you would get a invite if I sent, or did you want to come on? I can send you an invite on Twitter. I'd send it on like 5 or 6 of them. Well, I more mean my specific ones for. Like, Swidley. Yeah, you're not in that one. I don't think you're in the. Are you using this one? Oh yeah, you're in this one. So, although it's only another half hour, I'll put it in. Uh, yeah, tiring sometimes. Yeah. I figured. I knew you just got off your show, so you probably wouldn't be want to come in. But I figured I'd ask. Streaming is hard work. Yes, it can be. Nah, hard, tiring sometimes. Hard, nah, tiring sometimes. Yeah. Rick, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you enjoy yoga? Rick makes it seem hard. I make it seem hard because I don't come up with any topics or anything to talk about really or much, especially for this chill stream, which I should probably come up with more stuff. And you know, in some ways, I should probably get myself some sort of co-host that I can talk off of or whatever about something or other. But I think I like my shows being a little bit more organic. I think might be the right word. Well, seeing as how I don't do yoga, I'm not sure whether I can enjoy something I don't do. Haven't really ever thought of wanting to do it, so maybe that would be a one, presuming one is the lowest. But yeah, I need to get more people. I'm having a hard time. I'm having a hard time where doesn't doesn't do. Am I taking either you like Edward Joshua's comment or you like my response to your um, thing about how much I like yoga, enjoy yoga? But then again, as you might be able to tell, I'm not really a big exercise guy. Although in the past, 6, 7 months since May, we'll say, I've been doing a lot more walking places. And I'm not doing it for exercise. Well, I am doing it for exercise in a sense, but I'm just doing it. One, I save money, and I might be able to, I could just walk. I used to walk a lot of places in my younger days because of no money. And up until I probably hit 25 or 30, I wasn't this big. Somewhere between 25 and 30, I think I was at most about 200. Also, you might be able to tell, Rick. Tell, I love Rick. uh, it's a broken heart to show dislike for the ranking of one. Oh, okay. I didn't see the broken heart part. So small on my screen. Yoga is pretty cool. I personally prefer qua, qua, qui going instead, but anything that gets you moving and flexible is cool. Not in a gay way. I'm going to be there for him when I'm not going to be there for him when he is wanting to get busy. Well, that's a good thing. I wouldn't want you there and we're Joshua. Ooh, 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 ooh. I shall investigate this quite gong further. Well, don't say that. I didn't say that. Or don't say what. I thought the way I said it was better than the way that. Oh, I think N-word Joshua was visited by the three ghosts last night. Badu. I hate yawning. Uh, I hope you're a good buddy. I love you, Rick. And well, well, thank you, thank you, thank you, Rick. Have you ever seen Ghost before? No, I don't think so. He's really in the Christmas spirit right now. Me or N word? I remember. I have to remember to spell that thing out phonetically. Right? It said qi gong, like the percussion instrument gong. Did I? I don't even remember. I've seen that qi. Oh, I did. I missed the gong word entirely. I gotta remember to do that. Do the show when I read something. Well, that one I'm not going to read. At least not aloud. Rick, when will you stream again? Well, I'll be here next Tuesday. I'm trying to be doing every Tuesday, 10 p.m. Eastern. Maybe in late January, that is going to change for about a month and a quarter, month and a third. Well, it might change longer than that. It depends. It might end up being 10 Pacific time. Depends on what happens job wise. Because probably by, I don't know, just the 5th or maybe even the 10th, maybe before the 10th, maybe before the 5th, maybe by the 1st, if I haven't got a job or something um, concrete for a job. I'm going out to the west coast of Canada for a bit, for about a month and a third, and gonna look for some work out there. If I get it, well, probably we end up staying out there. Especially if it's some sort of permanent work. Chi is actual uh, opinion translation of the characters you usually hear say for heard said or sometimes written Chi. Yeah. Oh, Rick, you're going to have a job next week. Well, I don't know. I don't know N word. I'm I'm looking for a job. I'm putting out through Indeed.ca, which is a job site, job bank site. I've actually had a couple jobs probably in that time. I had a job for about 2 to 3 weeks in a kitchen, being a cook. Maybe you weren't around during that spell. And I've done some stuff on the internet, and then of course, although nobody here probably really can consider it a job, there's been my YouTube slash my comic book stuff. But yes, I can cook. But yeah, I've had an inkling to go west for quite some number of years, but I didn't because my mom, and I was figuring if I didn't get a decent, a job, I'll say, by the new year, just shortly into the new year, that I was going to go out west, Canadian West Coast, which is the American West Coast too, for about a month, just a bit. Uh, are you still on Twitter, N word? I think you're still on Twitter. I'm not sure how much you check it though. Because I'm not sure, and I think you still have your email. Uh, might be easier for you to send. Oh, I am to reach out. Yeah, I am. No, so I gave up on it all. Just as long as it isn't Vancouver, I see nothing but bad things about that place every time it comes up, and it only gets worse. Yeah, although it probably is going to be Vancouver at first area, anyways. Although I think it's going to be at the outskirts. What about books? What books? What about the books you were doing? Well, I got Canadian, as you know, I got Canadian Shield 1 and 2 out. I got Snowdrift 1 out. Um, I was in the middle of doing Canadian Shield 1, but where I am right now, it's a bit hard to, and I don't really have a good setup for doing drawing and all that. So that I was planning on hiring out for Canadian Shield 3. I've got John working on Canadian Shield 2, not Canadian Shield, Snowdrift 2. Vancouver's like San Francisco of Canada. Not quite. I think Vancouver is slightly better, but not much. I don't think that we have feces on the street here. Um, and then I'm supposed to be having, I'm not sure whether you remember him or whether you know of him. Fly Fox Pro is supposed to be doing the Flame #1. Um, okay, action figures. Well, there's somebody that I did get to do them in the Philippines, but it's expensive. Um, I'd like to do Canadian Shield. I want to do it so I can get the price down on Canadian Shield. Um, so more people would be more likely to buy it. And then, of course, I'd like to get a Snowdrift one out too. I have money, Rick. Okay, I'm not sure exactly what you're saying there. Um, well, you know, well, I've always had money for it. Oh, well, reach out to me on email, rickpiper@crosscomics.ca. Um, I was trying to look for your email under your old handle here, but I couldn't find it. First thing I found on the subject over three. Okay. I didn't realize it was that bad. Hopefully, I won't be in anywhere near that. I haven't heard anything like that from things. Uh, you don't you don't know my old handle. I know your old handle, but in my Cross Comics email, I would have your real name, and I don't think that's your real name. I don't want to say your old handle unless you want me. Although we sort of did talk about it the other, you know, couple months ago. But I don't want to say about anybody's old handle unless it's public knowledge or whatever. And I'm not sure how much public knowledge your old handle is. I've seen videos of homeless druggies all over the streets of Vancouver. Could easily been cherry picked, but very believable based on their policies. Yeah, yeah, true, metal. It's well, as you know, Metal. That I listen to Rebel News, and one of their people lives in Vancouver. Um, Drea Humphrey, or I think she lives in Vancouver, in the close to the area. She's done quite a few reports from it. I would have thought something like that is something that she would have reported on. But I would think 13,000 boots is something that they would recover from San Francisco in 1 month. That's bad. That's bad. Sorry. Well, maybe I'm sorry. I'm not sure. I don't. I don't even look for them. These videos just keep pooping up in your timeline. Oh, popping up. Do they just keep getting dumped in your timeline? The metal knows who I am. It's not fair to play stupid. Well, I wasn't. It's not fair to play stupid. Well, I wasn't sure about everybody else that's here. Like regular Joshua, Rain, and anybody else who might be listening. You know me. I don't like to. Although everybody likes to tease me about it, I don't like to dox anybody. Rick, you should get a job picking up poop for Vancouver. But it can be fun to play stupid sometimes. Yes, it can too, Metal. Rick, you know who I am. Yes. Your old moniker used to start with M and end with L. Well, the first part of it, anyways. Because there was another part, a numerical part. Okay, I thought we determined that you were. Okay, I'm going to say it. Don't kill me. I thought we determined that you were model. Or you said that you were model. The mystery continues. Does it start with an E? The plot thickens. Nobody cares. And I know who nobody cares is. And so I should say, hey, Finity. Or Infinity. Oh, no, not Infinity. Captain. Or were you who was the other one? Also hung out with JP Mallet. Read the plot. The plot thinnens. Okay. From now on, everyone's name just starts with an invisible Q. You write it down. You just never write it, or else it would be invisible. I'm just used to that somebody saying the plot thickens, Captain. So I just assumed it was that. My bad. Was it Monkey? Test Monkey and no. Oh, yeah. Okay, I thought I knew who. N word was, but maybe I'm wrong. Uh, this this discussion is giving me an enema as I'm trying to sleep. It is a model. Yeah, well, that's who I was thinking. That's why I said begins with an M, ends with an L, has a numerical value with it. I thought that was obvious before you reveal. Us Joshua's are very enigmatic. Well, before he revealed, well, just before he revealed, it was sort of obvious, but before he revealed, just after my mom's death, no, it wasn't obvious to me, anyways. I just thought that he thought it was another Joshua account, another Joshua Hughes account, to be precise. But I don't remember. I meant like 3 or 4 years ago, obviously. Yeah. Well, it wasn't to me, but I went to look up under my contacts. For his email to email him, and couldn't find it because I don't have it under model. Like I said, I was pretty sure I had it, but I probably can find it in PayPal. His email, anyways. My mom used to suffer from bad. Can't believe you. Okay, now I'm really confused. I'd say I'm just not sure whether you're just messing with my mind or not. Well, are you on Discord then, Joshua? You said you were model a few months ago, Joshua, Edward Joshua. That was making steam. Uh, I don't think I've made a candle in my entire life. Oh yeah, I am on. Okay, whichever one you are, then, since I'm not sure, although I just did send a email to Joshua Hughes, since you don't want to reveal on here, keep me in the confused on here. Just, you want me to reach out? I need you to reach out first at Rick Piper at crosscomics.ca. Just, oh yeah, I'm stalking you by just sending an email saying, "Hey, because if you're Joshua Hughes, I know what your email is. If you're model or somebody else, I don't know what your email is. I don't know why he does. Rick is used to stuff. Now, no, I'm not. I don't stalk people. But it is now almost 10 after. I'm going to thank everybody for coming by in the chat. Thanks for chatting here and staying by and making this go somewhere. Although I don't think it went anywhere. I'll say Merry Christmas to everybody since I probably won't be talking to most of you till next Tuesday. Although I'll probably say it next Tuesday. And not sure what else to say. Hope everybody has a great Christmas. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, and we shall see you next Tuesday. This tomorrow I will probably end up being on Hero Shack with him. So go check that out, Hero Shack channel, and yeah. Not much else happening besides that for me for until next Tuesday. If you're a praying person, keep my dad in your prayers. His surgery is on Friday around 6 a.m. It's supposed to last for 5 hours. I might put a post up on Twitter to let you guys know, or I might do a quick vid after it saying, hey, everything's worked out. He's fine. Not that it's not expected to be fine. It's a fairly routine surgery, bladder removal. But, with any surgery, there's always chances of complications, or it can be risky. So I'll probably let you guys know for that on Friday sometime. Just make a quick minute video or something like that. And if everybody can check out my videos on my channel, try and get my I am model though. Okay. Well, model, send me an email because I can't remember your real name to find your email in my contact list. Because so what was I gonna say? I don't know. So besides that, thanks everybody. Okay, well, we will catch everyone later. Bye for now. God bless. Love you all. Have a great day, night, whatever it might be.